You will hear Trixie Lulamoon talking about her journey as a traveling performer.
Greetings, every pony. You may call me the great and powerful Trixie, but of course, you already knew that. Today, I've been graciously invited to share the story of how I became Equestria's most dazzling traveling magician. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by my words. My journey began with just a dream, a magician's hat, and an old wooden wagon that squeaked every time I turned a corner. Glamorous! Not exactly, but it was mine. I would pull it from town to town, setting up shows in open fields, dusty streets, or anywhere with an audience in a flat patch of grass. And oh, how those early days shaped me. Every new place meant new faces, and every performance was a chance to leave ponies speechless, which, if I may say, I did quite often. Of course, not everything was smooth sailing. There were incidents. Perhaps you've heard about the Ursa Minor situation in Ponyville. Slight exaggeration on my part led to a slightly catastrophic encounter with a giant magical bear. It's true, I may have boasted a bit, but come on, it's called showmanship. Unfortunately, not every pony appreciated my flair at the time. But let's not dwell on the past. Trixie believes in dramatic recoveries. One of the most transformative moments in my life came when I met Starlight Glimmer. I was at a low point, defeated, disillusioned, and quite frankly, out of fireworks. But she didn't see a failure. She saw a pony who was hurting and maybe just needed a friend. We connected instantly to misunderstood unicorns with complicated pasts and a shared love of magical theatrics. She reminded me that it's okay to be vulnerable and that real friends stick around even when your tricks don't work. With her support, I learned to soften my act just a little. I still have my cape, my hat, and my signature entrance, of course. But now my shows are about more than just impressing a crowd. I try to make ponies laugh, to help them feel confident, to let them see the magic inside themselves. I've even added a segment in my act where I bring little foals on stage and teach them beginner illusions. Yes, there's still glitter. Yes, there are still fireworks, but there's also heart. And believe it or not, I've been helping out at the School of Friendship. I even taught a few guest sessions on magical expression and self-confidence. Me a teacher! Can you imagine? Some of the students were skeptical at first, but they came around once I demonstrated the vanishing sandwich trick. It's very educational. Now, I spend more time in Ponyville than I ever thought I would. It's surprisingly cozy once you get used to the random friendship problems and occasional monster attacks. I still travel, but I always come back. Because no matter how grand the applause is out there, it's the quiet support from your friends that truly fills your heart. So, what's next for the great and powerful Trixie? I'm working on a brand new show, part magic, part comedy, part personal redemption arc. It'll feature music, floating candles, a talking mirror, and maybe even a heartfelt moment or two. You'll have to buy a ticket to find out. Thank you, every pony, for listening to my story. May your own journeys be magical, meaningful, and always just a little bit dramatic.